The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday starts now.
And welcome to Glycon's coverage of UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday, where tonight we are at Eastern High School, where the 1-7 Eastern Eagles will be taking on the 3-5 Ballard Bruins. We've got a beautiful night for high school football here, as just a couple of games left for the teams in regular season play. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, and alongside me, Coach Jim Kazmarek, Xander Essex working our camera for us this evening. Well, Coach, we've got two teams that, it's one of those things. There's some history here, and they've got a district record that they're trying to play for, so definitely a lot to play for this evening.
Well, a couple things. The first thing is, one thing you'll notice, this is the first real grass field that we'll see this year.
It has been so far. Very
good that we still have some schools that have real grass. Secondly, Coach Morton and was at Ballard up until 2 years ago. So you'll hear him. One of my questions was, how does it feel coaching against one of your former teammates?
Absolutely.
Coach Keene was one of Adrian Morton's assistant coaches when Coach was at Ballard. So you got that interesting dynamic, and then you have the dynamic of these two schools are rivals, big rivals,
right?
Kind of a New Albany Floyd Central kind of thing where I'm not sure they really like each other very much,
right?
So so we have that dynamic too. So real grass, two coaches that are very familiar with each other,
absolutely,
and actually two schools whose players probably are very familiar with each other.
Well, and you can hear in the background as well, it is a senior night, so we'll try to, at least as we go along, get a few of those images up for you. But it's time to look at tonight's weather, and tonight's weather is brought to you by HKC Roofing. For the best gutter guard on the market, call 502-212-1081. That's 502-212-1081, or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Well, 56 and clear is what I have it as. It's another beautiful night for high school football. We've really been blessed this year.
We've done something right this year, because every game we've had, the weather is perfect. Knock on Formica. Let's hope it continues.
Let's hope it continues. Well, as we said, senior night here this evening. We're going to step aside, hear from some of our great Glycod sponsors for Louisville Football Friday, and then when we come back, you will hear from Coach Keene of the Ballard Bruins. Stay tuned for that, and we'll be back with all the pregame on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Polo Real Estate Group, your one-stop real estate source. Founded by 1993 Male graduate Dion Reese. Contact him at 502-387-6330 or visit online at polorealestategroup.com.
I'm a Coach Matt Keene of the Ballard Bruins. Coach is in his second season with Ballard. Currently, they're 9-12 with Ballard, and was a head coach at Bullitt Central, and is 49-43 in his record. Coach, you're coming off a dominating performance against Oldham County, 22-0, holding them to 7 total yards and 2 first downs. That's an amazing stat. What caused the turnaround in that game?
Well, you know, we had a pretty good little non-district and then opening district with Trinity schedule. Honestly, we didn't change anything. We didn't do anything. It's just we're battle tested. So now, as we've worked on a lot of different things, and we fine-tuned some stuff. And defensively, we've been pretty strong really for the last couple of years. And it was a huge game for us as far as getting that foot up, if you will, for the second place. We're trying to seal it tonight, but and so kids came out. They were hungry. We'd gone through some battles, and they were just, honestly, that's just the way we play.
Well, they were a good team. Oldham County's a good football team too. Coach, do you have a reputation, and Ballard has a reputation, I guess, since you were coaching there, of really being a kind of a late bloomer, getting really good in late October into November, getting ready for the district. How do you do that?
I think it's the way that you plan the schedule. That goes back to testing yourself when you're allowed to test yourself without penalty, and that's playing tough opponents in the non-district, right? So you figure out a lot about your team through adversity and losses, a lot more than you do wins.
Oh, I agree.
And so, we go through those, and of course, we play those games to win them, but we also go with the understanding, we're working on ourselves. Mm-hmm. The whole goal is to be the best version of yourself in November. And, I would hate to peak in August. I always relate a team to a puzzle. And so some years you feel like it's a 1,000-piece puzzle. Some years it might be a 5,000. And you just hope you can figure it out in time by November. Yeah. And that's the whole thing. And so I think it's the willingness to tweak from week to week, never be satisfied with where you're at. I don't think we've had the same starting, group on both sides of the ball the whole year because, once you get comfortable, right, you get complacent. Mm-hmm. So our kids battle every week. We move kids around. We're always trying to find that edge from week to week. And, when you're doing that, you really regulate complacency. And there's also, you have to be aware of rest throughout, trying to get kids some breaks, not necessarily in games, but you got to, I hate to say workload, but when you're preparing for more of a 14, 15 game season versus what is on the paper as 10, you have to approach it differently.
Coach, I love the analogy of the puzzle too. I haven't heard that before. That's great. Getting Larry Irwin back has to be a big help to you. What are his strengths?
Well, Larry, he's a 3-year starter, so he's got a lot of big games under his belt. He's beat Manual, he's beat Mel twice, he's beat Trinity, so he's played in some big games. Yeah. And he's a tough quarterback. He's a big physical body. We really like to run the quarterback in between the tackles, and with him being banged up, that was a component of our game that was kind of taken away. And he's got a great handle on the throw game. The main thing with him is to kind of not force anything and really manage the game, and then put our defense in a spot where they can be successful and then when we have the opportunity, take it. And he's done that really well over the last couple of weeks.
Looking forward to watching him play. Last question, Coach. What do you have to do to beat Eastern tonight?
I mean, we've got to – I always talk about how, we can't beat ourselves. So in that regard, we can't beat ourselves. We've got to win field position. We've got to not press. This game's an emotional game for a lot of our kids. Right. Coach Morton over at Eastern used to be at Ballard. So a lot of our older kids, he was a head coach under them. I worked under Coach Morton. So it's going to be emotional. And I've told the kids all week, we can't press. The game's going to play out how the game's going to play out. We just got to, get into the game, not force anything, understand our style is – move the ball, field position, score great, but, let the defense kind of set the tone. And so, really it's limit turnovers, limit cheap scores on their end, and, make them work to score against us.
Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight. Appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
Buying or selling a new home, and you want to do it with few hassles? Count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com. Celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Blinds Direct, not just blinds. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
As we return here to Eastern High School, dealing with a little technical issue there, so I've got to get Coach Keene off there and show you the nice folks from Blinds Direct as we are going to get to our inside look. Our inside look for tonight's ball game is brought to you by Blinds Direct. Looking for the best in home decor at Blinds Direct. They offer custom blinds, wallpaper, and more. Proudly serving Louisville for over 30 years. And let's first take the visiting Ballard Bruins. So, inside look for Ballard.
Well, number one is they've got the quarterback, Irvin Irvin back now, and that's going to be a real plus for them. Larry is a heck of a player, a 4-year starter. He's got a career of 4,476 yards, 37 touchdowns. Now, on the negative side, he also has 26 interceptions. So, but anyways, you got to keep him clean. I know he's going to run the ball, he's going to run off tackle, but basically try to keep him as clean as you can when he's throwing the ball. When he's in that pocket and throwing the ball, keep him clean. That's going to be really important for Ballard tonight. And actually, since he's coming off an injury, you want to really keep him clean so that he doesn't re-injure himself.
Gotcha.
Eliminate turnovers. Get on the plus side. Right now, I believe they're -1 in turnovers. So they need to eliminate turnovers and get back on the plus side. Create some turnovers for Eastern tonight. And don't look past Eastern, and they're not going to do that, but don't look past Eastern. Don't look back into some of the district things or into the future. Focus on beating Eastern tonight. And lastly, don't get caught up in the emotions of this game. And I think you'll hear both coaches talk about that. You heard Coach Keene talk about it, but don't get caught up in the emotions tonight. Don't do things to get stupid penalties or cause problems for your team.
Right.
Play your game. Don't get caught in the emotions. Those are the insights for tonight.
All right, for Eastern.
Well, force Ballard into turnovers because that's kind of where they're at right now, -1 on the turnover. Force Ballard into some turnovers,
right.
and they're susceptible to turning the ball over. So, tackle the ball, go for the ball, go for interceptions, put a little pressure on the quarterback. Maybe he'll throw some interceptions. So create some turnovers.
This is Madison's first year with athletic
Pressure Irwin. Try to get him off station. Put some pressure on him. Remember, he's just coming back from injury, so he's not that seasoned yet like a quarterback who's been playing the full year. So try to put pressure on him. Get in his face. Play hard against him and see if you can. That might help create some turnovers. And in a game like this, 1-7 versus 4-3. Stay close. Keep the game as close as you can. We had one of those last week when we did Providence and North Harrison. Keep the game as close as you can so that you can win it or have a chance to win it in the fourth quarter.
Right, yeah.
And that's, we saw that last week in the game we worked here. So keep the game close and give yourself a chance to win in the fourth quarter. And just the same thing for Eastern that I said for Ballard. Don't get caught up in the emotions of the game. Play your game. Don't have any silly penalties.
Absolutely. Well, we will take a brief break, including hearing from these nice folks at Blinds Direct who brought us tonight's Inside Look. Again, you can visit blindsdirect.com for more information on them. Step aside. When we come back, Coach had the chance to talk to Coach Morton of these Eastern Eagles. Back with him on the pregame here on Glycod.
Not just flies. Blinds Direct, not just blinds.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.seminin.com. Seminin Realtors, always one step ahead.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
We've got to, I always talk about how, we can't beat ourselves. So in that regard, we can't beat ourselves.
I'm with Coach Adrian Morton of the Eastern Eagles. This year, Coach, the team is 1-7, but Coach, in your career, you're 52-37, including 7 years at Ballard. So my first question would be, how does it feel to coach against your former team?
It's been an emotional week. When I left Ballard, I didn't know if I wasn't planning on coming to Eastern, but this is the way that it's worked out, and I got nothing but love and respect for the staff over there, the school itself, those players. It's just a game that we got to get through on our schedule.
Coach, I know you've had a real plague of injuries, and I'm watching how many kids you've gotten sweats and crutches and braces on. Now, I hate to ask you, is there an upside to this by getting a chance to play some younger kids now?
Yeah, it is. Those guys are getting reps on Friday night, and we've got a senior class of 15 players. And, a lot of our younger guys are starters, getting a lot of quality minutes. So we are looking forward to, getting a true off season with our staff and getting developed. But in fairness to our seniors, we're going to continue to compete and finish this season out and go out and try to win every game we play.
And, Coach, that's great because I've been through the same thing, and I always told the seniors, as long as you're playing hard, I'm going to keep playing you. Coach, Gabriel Killingsworth, since we usually do Southern Indiana games, our viewers are not real familiar with Eastern or Ballard or Jefferson County School. Gabriel Killingsworth seems to be your Swiss Army knife. I know he's a punter, he's a punt return, he's a quarterback, he's a linebacker. Tell us, our viewers, a little bit about him.
Yeah, he plays. He's a quarterback for us, and he plays linebacker. He does a phenomenal job. He's our leader. We go as he goes. He's very emotional in a good way. We're glad to have him back. We haven't had him the last 2 games. But again, just a senior that loves to compete. He loves Eastern High School, and it's been an adjustment for our guys this year, just learning how to become a winning program. You got to learn how to win, and we're just glad to have his energy back, that spark.
Coach, what do you have to do to beat Ballard tonight?
We have to not have turnovers, penalties. We got to be able to move the ball offensively, and we got to stay level-headed. It's an emotional game for both sides of the ball. So just go out here, compete, play 48 minutes, and just see where the chips lie.
Coach, thanks for your time and good luck tonight. Nice meeting you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, pour it on, as thick as you want to. Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering.
serving up the tastiest ribs, chicken, brisket, brown sugar sticky wings, mutton and ham. Always served to you fresh and so good, it'll make you say,
"Holy smokes!"
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering, 7508 Preston Highway.
Holy smokes!
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. From Glycod, it's UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game is brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, your premier metal recycling solution. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Anderson's Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Interstate Batteries and Holy Smokes Barbecue. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday.
As we get set for football here at Eastern High School, we've got enough time to get you some starting lineups. First, let's do the away offense. The Ballard Bruins are as follows. Eastern Reebok, Braxton Thompson, Savion Daly, Jameer Cato, and Kalen Colmaine across the front. Larry Irvin back at quarterback. Leandre Martin and Malachi Allen, the backs behind him. Dalen Thompson, Jaden Barnes, and David Cawley are the wide receivers. The away defense, Jones, Pickney, Elder, Jackson, Flores, Mitchell, and more are the linebackers. Walker, Cawley, Woods, and Talbert. The home offense, Hudson Overstreet at quarterback with Barnes, Mathis, and Lance, the slot receiver. And then home defense with Murray, Thompson, Lady, and Ricker up front, and we're missing one linebacker there. So that's hence the open space. But we will get you that number.
They will play with 11.
Yes,
they're
they
not
will.
Play with
Even
10.
though no, they won't.
We just don't know who it is.
The same player was listed as defensive end and linebacker,
Right.
and I also know that they won't play with 10 with one guy splitting between linebacker and.
He might be good, but he's probably not that
good.
So we'll figure out who that is.
Absolutely. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, Coach Jim Kazmarek, our analyst, Xander Essex, working our camera for us this evening as we are about set to play football from here at Eastern High School.
Yeah, looking forward to different teams. We have never done an Eastern Ballard game before. I go back years ago when I was doing this with Rival Sports. We did a Ballard game against St. X. That's a long time ago.
Well, I'm having a little trouble getting the score clock going here, folks. We had it and had our technical difficulty, and it decided it didn't like it very much. And so it is being grumpy here for a second. I will get it for you momentarily.
All right, kicking off for Eastern, number 21. That's Will Gohagen. Oh, my goodness sakes.
My goodness.
That was That was some tackle.
Now let's see if we can get our.
Yeah. That is a way to start the game right there. Now, I was surprised they didn't call that a touchback because I think the receiver stepped back into the end zone. So we have Gabriel Killingsworth, Jaquan Mock, and looks like 37 might be, or 33 might be the other missing linebacker. .33 is Quatavius Atkinson.
It'll be first and 10 Bruins run their own 16-yard line.
So we'll move him into the starting lineup.
Well, folks are having trouble with the scoreboard here. I'm going to have to work on that at our first break. We'll keep you updated on the scores as it goes on. Decided to be grumpy this evening. Just underway, 11:52, ball on the turf.
And that's what we just talked about,
yep,
turnovers.
Yep.
Eliminate the turnovers, and Irwin was going to double clutch. He had, but Eastern did a nice job of covering his first choice, and he double clutched. When he double clutched, it's a little cool tonight.
Yep.
The ball gets a little slippery. Your hands get a little slippery. You'll see a lot of times. Excuse me for spitting, but you'll see a lot of times the quarterback will spit on his hands a little bit to get a little moisture, to get a little better grip.
Number 2, Irvin's pass incomplete. It's third down.
I'm really looking forward, Todd. I'm looking forward to watching Leandre Martin, 5'4", 130-pound senior running back for Ballard. He reminds me of a guy I played with in college Howard Stevens. Howard Stevens was a running back like that, and they tend to get lost in the running game and end up popping out of holes because the defense can't find them.
Number 2,
underthrown and almost intercepted. Number 20, Caleb Ellis almost intercepted that ball. He just picked it up off the turf a little bit, but that was not a good start for Ballard.
Punching for the Bruins, number 9, Jermaine Walker. Back deep for the Eagles, number 11, Ben Mathis.
It's Ben Mathis deep for Eastern. I like the single back. No decisions on who's going to catch the ball. Oh, a good long snapper. But not a good punt.
No. And out of bounds.
Very poor punt. That was, my goodness, about a 20-yard punt.
Down at the Ballard 36-yard line.
And that's being generous. I don't think it was really 20. So Eastern, 1-7, playing a big rivalry game, really fired up on defense. That first series gave Ballard everything they wanted. So let's see what Coach Morton can dial up on offense now. Oh, nice play by Ballard. Wow.
Number 14, Overstreet's pass, complete to number 31, Tristan Martin. Brought down to the play for a loss of 3.
All right, now we got a score clock back, and we'll see if we can keep things rolling like they're supposed to be now.
That corner for Ballard just came flying up on that tackle. That was number 9, I think, Jermaine Walker. Really made a nice play on that. That was a little quick screen that didn't fool anybody. 3-yard loss. Now, the thing you got to watch is I'm coaching for Eastern is sometime or another I'm going to run that same play, have the quarterback do a little pump fake and run the receiver deep if the corner is going to come up that fast. And they're playing press coverage, so they're right up in the receiver's face.
And Metz behind the line of scrimmage and nothing doing there.
Nothing there. That was a a whole den of Bruins.
It was a whole den of Bruins.
3rd and 15.
So 3rd and 15. Now we can begin to give you down and distance as well, trying to had a
Javion
computer
Jones,
glitch there.
Javion Jones, Cam Pinkney, and Jacob Elder, that front three for Ballard, did a really nice job there. And Javion Jones played nose at 6'2", 315. And he's only a junior. So it looks like Eastern's offensive line is going to have their hands filled tonight.
Yeah, it sure does. Overstreet back.
Screen pass.
And
well read.
Well read for sure.
Yeah.
Overstreet's pass complete to number 31, Tristan Martin.
So while it was complete to Martin,
it looked like
it's going to be loss of a bit.
Nolan Flores does a wonderful job of reading that screen, and I know what Coach Keene was talking about with his defense and how they held Oldham County to 7 offensive yards and 2 first downs. If they can continue with the same intensity, Eastern's going to really have a long night.
They're actually 4th and about 18, so Eastern Gohegan standing at the his own 41-yard line.
So Ballard's coming. Oh my!
A very high snap.
Gohegan,
he's got time to get it away. He does get it away. And it takes an Eastern bounce, so it is in plus territory.
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
And flag on the play, but considering that could have been disaster, did they run into him is the question. Our replay, unfortunately, picks it up.
Yeah, I don't think that can be a roughing the kicker or running into the kicker penalty. Once he starts running.
Personal foul.
Oh.
Yep, it is.
Yeah, but once he starts running.
So personal foul against Ballard. And they're still showing 4th down on the far sideline here. So is that going to make it?
I think it's
fourth
and
about 3,
2,
correct?
Yeah,
yes.
4th and 3.
So 4th and 3 after the penalty. So that a huge
huge penalty. You're right, because now is Eastern going to go for it? Because Ballard would have gotten the ball on about the 35-yard line.
They look to be going for it. Hudson Overstreet,
they are.
Freshman, heading out.
Yep, 5'9", 180-pound freshman quarterback. We've seen freshman quarterback this year also at New Albany High School.
And Overstreet on the keeper goes nowhere.
Oh, they gave him first down, too. It wasn't 4th and 3. It was first.
When did they?
And
okay, 10. You are correct. But it should have been. Shouldn't it have been 4th and 3? Okay,
would have thought so. I thought it was a 15-yard penalty. I didn't know it was an automatic first down. I have to review my rule book.
Well, it caught both of us.
Yes.
So 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13.
Again, the front three for Ballard is just dominating the offensive line of Eastern right now. Todd,
So 4 wideouts out there, empty backfield there with Overstreet, and here comes Ballard. Overstreet began to escape but couldn't get away, wrapped up and brought down for another loss.
Well, they brought one of their safeties on a stunt, and I'm going to catch his number here.
Loss of 4, 3rd down.
It was number 29 came out of the secondary, and he could have been a linebacker. They moved
Marks Glover, Jamari Marks Glover for Ballard.
He came out of the secondary on the stun. Nice stun. He had the quarterback and didn't make the tackle, but he certainly disrupted the play. So Ballard playing this, what I call press coverage, is very, very aggressive in their defensive secondary.
Overstreet back, and gets flushed, throws it downfield, and overthrows his man. Well covered out there.
Yeah, it was very well covered.
That's going to bring up 4th down again.
Yeah, Jermaine Walker does a nice job, as did Eli Woods, the 2 safeties.
So 4th and about 17.
Overstreet did a nice job, by the way,
stepping up in the pocket.
Yeah.
Right.
And we've talked about that how many times this year, the young quarterbacks who get themselves flushed out of the pocket and they end up running right into the pass
Right into
rush.
trouble. Yep. Talked about that a lot, it seems like, this
Yes,
year.
we did.
Let's see if we can get a good snap
There
here.
we go.
Much better.
And
Gohagan.
not a great punt.
Not a great punt. Up. Takes a good Eastern bounce, at least at first. So down inside the 20.
And, you know, another thing that drives coaches crazy is on punts that are bouncing around, and that ball takes some weird bounces.
Yep.
Your players will stand around right by the ball while it's bouncing around,
Right.
and you're yelling, get away, get away,
Get away,
get
get
away,
away,
get
get
away.
away, yep.
And they just stand there and look at the ball bouncing right around their feet. And I don't know how many times I've seen that ball take such a funny bounce that it hits one of the receiving team players and the punting team recovers the ball.
So 1st down Ballard, as the Bruins will take over on offense.
All right, let's see what they can cook up. That
Senior Larry Irvin, the quarterback.
That first series was not their best effort. Inside toss play.
Yep, inside pitch.
And
well defended by Eastern that time.
Yeah, Eastern swarming on defense too. A nest of Eagles made that tackle.
Number 20, Leandre Martin, the ball
An
carrier.
airy. Isn't that right? An area of eagles?
Airy? Could be.
I think that's what you call a nest of eagles. An eagle nest is an airy.
Okay. I'll buy that.
All right.
2nd down.
Remember,
2nd and 8.
This is nothing if it's not educational time.
That's right.
So that was a really nice effort on Eastern's defensive part. They are very aggressive. Aaron, let's see what he's got. He's got 2 wide here.
Inside handoff and still going.
Yep. That was Leandre Martin.
Martin, yes.
That 5'4", 130-pound running back.
Gain of 5 on the play.
So gain of 5, going to make it 3rd and 3. Call that a long 3. But
Yeah, very long 3. Big number 77.
we're actually going to call that 4.
Came out.
Yep.
Xavier Jordan, 5'11", 285. They just brought him out. Went with a little more speed.
So on 3rd down, Ballard with 4 wide receivers, and Martin, the back there with Irvin. Handoff to Martin, brought down in the backfield.
Yes.
Great defense by Eastern.
That was number 41, the player that just came in.
The play for no gain is 4th down.
Eli, too good. Tackle was too good, too. Let me tell you, that was a fine defensive play by Eli.
Yeah, great effort there.
Yep. Very good effort.
So we were watching.
Yeah, too good, by the way. He just played he played that defensive end spot perfectly by just closing down. His blocker went down, and he kept his shoulder square and just closed down and ran right into the ball carrier. Ballard needed to have someone kicking him out.
So the Ballard punter standing on the 10. Boots it away.
Nice high punt.
That was
Jermaine
nice
Walker.
Fair catch. And nicely fair caught there.
That's Ben Mathis. Nice fair catch.
We're going to take this opportunity to quickly see if we can step away and get a break before we come back in 30 seconds on Glycott.
Not just blinds. Blinds Direct. Not just blinds.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by The Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, always one step ahead. And Lines Direct, your window decoration specialists.
As we return to Eastern High School, 3:24 remaining. Both teams
stalled offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Good defense, not much offense. Overstreet. I think he connected. He did connect. Sure enough.
Ben
Mathis.
Ben Mathis and Overstreet, yes.
That was a bit of a tough throw, or tough catch, I should say. Nicely done.
Nicely done. Yeah, nice fake, too.
Good camera work.
It froze the linebackers, Ballard linebackers.
Makes it second and a long one. Good camera work by Xander Essex to get that. Oh, good run left side. Jamari Hayden making some hay there.
And you know, Ballard's bringing a linebacker. They actually brought two linebackers. But again, if you don't make that tackle at the line of scrimmage and the ball carrier can break into that second level, there's no linebackers there to make the play. You know, you need to be able to trust your 3 down linemen to make the plays that they made the first couple series.
So the ball down to the 27-yard line as Eastern with their first down via offensive play. Hayden again, and then in come the flags.
I don't understand. I don't understand why once the guy jumped offside, the referee didn't blow the whistle
immediately
and stop the play and just say you're offside, 5-yard penalty.
So that's going to make it 1st and 5. Encroachment on the defense. Hey, a mic'd referee.
Oh,
lovely. First time we've had that this year. So good for the nice folks at Eastern here to have that.
That's a real cool thing, by the way. I wish more schools did that.
Yeah, very nice.
I would tell you one thing I wish Kentucky schools would go to, and that's the play clock. Another screen.
Broken up. Overstreet with the screen pass left side.
Jamari Hayden had it. You know, I tell you, though, Ballard was in really good position. Nolan Flores, whom I'm kind of impressed playing linebacker because he's made some nice plays. He read that screen pass very well.
Yep.
Had he not read that was a touchdown because Flores Hayden had some blockers in front of him in a clear field. That was a good call on Coach Morton's part. And that's a good way to slow down a pass rush, by the way, is screen passes and draws.
So with the ball on the near hash, Martin to one side and Hayden on the other. Overstreet, handoff to Hayden.
Again.
Had a nice block and runs out of bounds after getting the first down.
Yeah, run out of bounds by number 18 for Ballard. And that was a nice play on his part. That was Karen Sweeney.
For another first down, Eagles.
So another first down, couple on this drive.
Yeah, Eastern's got a nice drive going here. They seem to have found a little running room on their left.
Yeah, that seems to be where where they have been most effective. Now, of course, it's always a chess match, right, Coach?
Right.
So
so I'm going to move my defense around or
try to
do
take
something.
that away.
I'm going to do something back on that right side to take that away. So Eastern's coach has got to be looking and saying, okay, what have they done, and what are we going to do to counter that?
Yeah.
And now you're right. That is that chess match.
Overstreet.
Oh, throw it.
Look to throw and then sacked.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So
Darian
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Darian Mitchell, nice junior linebacker, did a really nice job there on the sack. But he had it, he had him. Hudson had him open for a minute, and just that minute, if he'd have got rid of the ball, he had completed that pass. He hesitated just a little bit. He wasn't sure if he was going to be able to complete, but it was open, and you got to trust yourself and throw that pass.
So second and 17 here as the first quarter begins to wind to a close.
Fast first quarter.
It's gone very quickly.
Yeah. So again, freshman, the more experience he has, the more he's going to gain confidence in having that little window and throwing the pass into that window with his receiver being open.
So Hayden moves back behind, and then we've got a timeout.
Yeah, Coach Morton called timeout.
Sure did for Eastern.
Yeah.
So even though we've got a quarter break coming very quickly, let's go ahead and get our second break in here for the quarter. We'll be back with more, and then the second quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So 20.3 left, and Eastern, after a couple of first downs on this drive, finds themselves in a 2nd and 17 hole after a sack. Big play there by Darian Mitchell for the Bruins, coming up with that sack. Jamari Hayden in the backfield. Handoff to him. Gets out of the backfield and inside the 20, but not a big gainer there.
And Darian Mitchell, again, making another good tackle. Impressed with him. Now we got a flag. And
we've got a flag on the field.
And unfortunately, here. I think somebody lost. Somebody got too. Remember, we talked about keeping your cool, keep the highly emotional game, and there's a flag. And the other thing that's interesting is you'll notice the referees have red flags.
Yeah, pink.
Are they pink? Is that
pink.
October
yes,
breast?
October, yes.
Oh.
Breast cancer awareness. Now, let's see. Are we having in the quarter break?
Personal foul on the offense. Personal foul. Defense. Those penalties offset, but the down does count. Third down.
Third down is at the end of the quarter?
Yep.
So we're going to call that the end of the first quarter, and we will take a quick break, be back with second quarter upcoming after that bit of confusion here on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So a 3rd and 14 upcoming here at the beginning of the second quarter, with the Eastern Eagles with the ball and swapping ends here. Headed south now. And Overstreet. Oh, sacked.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, again, Damon Jackson came on a blitz from his outside linebacker spot. And again, Ballard keeps putting pressure by bringing those linebackers. And that was probably a pretty good call. But, you know, it's third down in a bunch.
Yep.
And a play-action pass is not going to really fake the defense out.
Nope.
In those situations, if it's 3rd and 4, and you run play action like that, it'll freeze the defense for a moment. In those situations, we're going for a long field goal.
Sure are.
This is Will Gohagen, kicker, punter, number 21, number 11. Now, Mathis is holding.
He has a 43.
And
there
I
comes
think
a
Ballard
flag.
went offside.
So offsides.
It moves him a little closer.
Gonna make it a little closer.
You know, I watched him warming up, and he was making them from 40 yards out. So I think he's well within his range.
Well, let's see. Now with that.
So now
see where it's going to be.
Now we're on the 40. Now we're in the 30.
It's going to be on the 30, so it's 40, a 40-yard field goal attempt. 43 is his long. He's 3 of 6 on field goals for the season.
And watching
50%.
Watching him warming up before the game, he was making them from here. Snap, hold, kick is up. It's got plenty of leg.
Plenty of leg.
And good.
And it is good.
Yeah, that could have been another.
Eastern gets the field goal. And with 10:44 left in the second quarter, just underway in the second, Eastern on the scoreboard. Let's go ahead and take a brief opportunity to take a quick break. We'll be back with more second quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So after that Eastern score, making it 3-0, a little shout out to Mason Hauser, the long snapper with a good snap. Ben Mathis, with a good hold, and Will Gohagen
with a good kick,
with a great kick, knocking it through from 40.
Team effort.
So Gohagen to put the boot to it, and a couple of Bruins back standing on about the 5-yard line.
Ooh, nice kick.
And kicked away. Nice run back so far. That's Barnes. Barnes along the sideline, but a flag comes in. And Barnes with a good run back, but that's going to come back, I believe. Flags at the 24.
Block in the back. Very, very obvious block in the back. Again, coaches pulling their hair out because you see his back and you just run right into it.
Yep.
And I guess they think the referees aren't going to see that, but that's really what they're looking for on those plays.
So,
bring it all back.
Jaden Barnes with a nice run back that's going to come back
for
about, let's see, 25 yards.
Yeah, yep.
Just shy of that, I believe. Didn't see where the...
Yeah, it was on the 32, I think, is where they saw the penalty.
The penalty, yes. So it's Ball's going to be on the 22. So Ballard comes back out on offense. And the Eastern defense held them well that first series.
So let's see if Eastern can cook up that defense again. Coach Morton had them fired up that first quarter. They needed to sustain it.
So Irvin back. Here comes pressure. Ends up throwing it away.
Yeah, a lot of pressure.
Good
though.
Pressure by Eastern.
Yeah. 33. I think that's our mystery linebacker, by the way, number 33.
Yes, I believe you're right.
And I'm going to have to write his name in here.
Yep.
That's Quantavious Atkinson.
So our mystery linebacker, though, with a big play there. It's going to make it 2nd and 10.
He had a hold of Irwin's T-shirt hanging out of his pants and almost pulled him down. I'll tell you, Eastern is playing some very, very inspired football right now. You know, and when you looked at their record, they're 1-7, but they were 1-3 in games that were decided by 8 points or less. So with just a little luck, they could very well be a 4-3 team rather than 1-7 or 5-3 team actually.
So 3rd and 11 with nothing doing on that rushing play to the right side.
Leandra Martin may have slipped. I don't know if Ballard has a turf field or not. I know that they're about half of the Jefferson County public schools now have converted to turf.
Yes, it's an ongoing project.
Yes, but I don't know if Ballard is or if Ballard's used to playing on grass. There is a difference in the traction and the cleats you wear.
Throw, catch.
Yeah, nice.
And that's Barnes.
Yeah, nice catch. Irwin, yeah, that was just it's going to be short of the first down.
It will be. It's going to make it 4th and about 4.
Yeah, they're going to punt it. It's a good move. And, you know, that's where the receiver has to be knowledgeable of where the first down marker is.
Always does, yeah.
You run a 5-yard route on a 10-yard play, and you make a nice catch, a nice throw and a nice catch, but for naught because you've only gained 5 yards, you're 5 yards short. You run that to 12 yards and then turn and come back to 10, you catch it, it's the same thing, it's the same pass, and you got the first down.
And a punt away by Walker. And takes a Ballard roll. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Eastern at their own 36. With 8:32 remaining in the second. So after a couple of trades of stalled drives, Eastern last trip was able to put something together and get down to get into Will Gohegan's field goal range and knocking home that for 3, our only score in the ball game. Bruins not able to get anything going there, and so Eastern with okay field position.
Yeah.
Not great, but okay.
35-yard line, not bad. Get a couple first downs, get back in Coagan's field goal position again.
A little bit of a low snap for
Throw
Overstreet.
it.
Here
Throw
comes
it.
trouble. And he does. His receiver fell down, got up, and took that thing for the first down. That's Ben Mathis.
Ben Mathis again. Ben Mathis in the right spot at the right time, and Hudson Overstreet on his way down found an open receiver and threw the first down pass.
So a gain of 15 out to right at the midfield stripe. The tail end of the ball in minus territory here, but That was a nice gain.
Yes, it was.
And Mathis, good for both Overstreet and Mathis to stick with the play.
Because that was going to end up being about a 15-yard loss.
Handoff and nothing going there.
Nope.
Wow.
No, just swarmed.
That was a
swarmed 3-yard
swarm
loss.
of white jerseys
Yeah,
for sure.
Loss of 3 on the play.
So loss of 3.
Second down.
So many Bruins on that tackle.
There were a lot of them.
Yeah, they just overwhelmed the offensive line for Eastern. Eastern's offensive line, by the way, when looking at this, 5'9", 180 sophomore, 5'6", 185 junior. There's 6'1", 280 senior, 6'1", 240 junior, and 5'11", 285. So they're fairly good size in the offensive line, but a couple undersized kids and a couple underclassmen.
It's Jamari Hayden in the backfield with Overstreet. Has been Sturgeon, the tight end. Yeah, reset.
Oh,
Hayden,
man.
Not much going.
Yeah, if he would have, I think the play was dead. I think they whistled it dead. No, they did.
Okay.
Well, I think Eastern recovered the fumble, but
it fumbled it forward.
I thought the play was blown dead.
I thought so
here.
too. They're unpiling.
Yeah.
Waiting for an official signal.
The ball carrier, Jamari Hayden, if he had a crack, where he was running, there wasn't anything, but just a bit to his right, there was a crack and a seam, and if he'd have seen that and accelerated, he would have got a nice gain.
And a turnover. So Ballard comes up with the ball, and so the Eagles fumbled the ball away and recovered by Ballard. So our first turnover of the ball game and change of possession.
Now let's see if Ballard takes advantage of this now, because they really did get a break. From up here, it appeared that the play had been blown dead. It appeared that Eastern had recovered the fumble because the head linesman on our side signaled Eastern's ball.
Yeah, right away.
So,
but then a meeting of the minds after the fact, and the Bruins will take over.
So let's see if they
near midfield and in good field position.
Yeah, take advantage of this break now.
Herman back out to the right and wrestled out of bounds.
Brought down on the play by number 3, Zion Barnes. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7.
So 2nd and 7 will be the call after that 3-yard gain.
Yeah, Zion Barnes makes a nice play on the tackle from his cornerback spot.
So into plus territory, though, are Irvin and the Bruins. Little swing pass.
Yeah.
And some big-time blocking going on there. And in comes a flag.
Yeah.
And
more flags.
More flags.
More flags.
And more flags.
And more flags. Don't leave the bench, young man. Don't leave the bench.
No, I think it's just coaches that are going over trying to get their guys out of there. But, yep.
And that was one of the things the coaches, both coaches
mentioned it, didn't
mentioned it and were afraid that.
So we're going to have a lot to sort out here, folks.
Yeah,
and in fact, why don't we? Well, it looks like it'll happen pretty quickly here. I wasn't sure how quickly I was going to thought about taking it to a break.
Well, they just chased Coach Morton off the field because he wants to know what's going on too.
Yep.
As do we. And this is an emotionally charged game, and both these schools, like we said, they don't like each other. There's some familiarity with the players, and the schools are relatively close in the east end of Louisville.
So we've got, as they're discussing, as they're discussing. Yes, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and take a quick second quarter break. We'll be back with more here on Glycod.
You want the right agents for your real estate? Choose the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.seminin.com. Semin Realtors, always one step ahead. You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
The confab still going on the 45-yard line, just across the far hash. The original play was on a 2nd and 7, and we'll show you that again. And
so I think they've come up with a decision.
I think we may have a decision here shortly. Coach Morton headed out to find out what was going there.
They want the coaches to get together too, because both coaches are going to have to get both teams under control, and the referees have to do some things now to get this under control. Otherwise, we want calm heads to prevail. And calm thinking to prevail, but we need the help of both coaches, coaching staffs, and the referees to help that happen. You don't want to see this is a good game against rivals,
tight game,
but you don't want to see this deteriorate into something that will become ugly. So we're still talking.
Yep, still chatting.
Talking.
Now, they started to move the down and distance marker, I thought, but it was really just kind of resetting it, so I don't. So just hang with us here, folks. We'll let you know as soon as we know.
Yep, you know as much as we do now.
See the pile of yellow flags out there.
It
is
a whole
truly
pile.
a pile
I think
of yellow flags.
The one pink one. I think I see a pink one at the bottom of the stack.
Yeah, could be.
All right, gentlemen, it's about time now. You make a decision. Let's go.
Okay, Coach Morton coming back to the eastern sideline.
Now we've lost track of. Okay, so now it's going to be 3rd and 5, and there's no penalties.
So they're going to say, well, they haven't changed the down and distance, but you would assume they changed the distance, but not the down. You sort of assume
and Coach
that it
Keene,
will be 3rd and 5.
Coach Keene seems to be very animated over on that sideline.
It still says 2nd down.
Yeah, nothing
which is surprising.
Nothing has been done yet.
And no explanation.
No.
Now the downs
changed.
Downs changed, yep.
Offsetting penalties. Yeah.
Dead ball, personal foul. Dead ball, personal foul on the defense. Those penalties are offset. Down count, 3rd down.
So offsetting penalties. And as Coach was talking about, you just sort of hope that they've maybe warned some players to say, hey, let's keep this from getting too chippy.
Yeah, the next thing that's going to happen though is players are going to be ejected. And this is what you don't want to happen.
Right. Yeah, you want these kids to get to play this out.
Yeah, and a player gets ejected now, they're going to miss next week too. So both teams, both coaches got to get the kids under control.
So 3rd and 5
back
for
to football.
Ballard. Back to football now with Irvin in the shotgun. Handoff. No, he keeps it. Pass, and it's going to be near the first down. And that was out to Washington. It's going to be just short of the first down. Going to be 4th and 1.
They're going to measure.
They are going to measure.
No, they're moving. No, they gave the first down.
They gave him the first down. Okay. Nope.
It's too late now. They've moved the chains. So you can't change your mind now. You can't change your mind now. You can't call it back.
I think
it looked like a first down here from up here.
It did, and the ball placement was first down, but the referee, the white hat, wanted to
call timeout. I think he wanted the measurement.
Yep, he did.
And I don't mean to be critical of the referees because they have a very tough job.
Normally,
a tough job. Tonight it's going to get tougher, but they've these conferences and these things that are going on right now are not helping the situation. They need to. Here's what it is. Let's move on.
Yep.
It's the penalty. Let's move on.
Yep.
And the coaches are getting frustrated, as you can tell. Coaches are getting frustrated. The players will get frustrated. And you can tell Coach Morton is not happy right now.
I will make a note that Atkinson, our mystery linebacker, has been stretched out, and he's now leaving with the trainer.
Uh-oh.
So that's just something to note there.
That's another injury that Eastern's had a
rash of.
A rash of injuries this year, and a plague of injuries.
So 1st and 10 for the Bruins. A little
jet
pitch
sweep.
there, to Thompson.
Yeah.
And
he's still
Thompson
going.
Around, still going. Finally knocked out of bounds, far sideline.
He broke a couple tackles there.
Good gain there of about 7, maybe 8.
Yeah, nice run on his part. Yeah, he broke a couple tackles. Actually, Eastern had him stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So gain of 7 makes it 2nd and 3. Ball at the 34-yard line. So the Bruins get set. 2nd and short. Irvin on the keeper. He's got the first down and a little more.
And that's his first
rush.
Intentional rush.
Yep.
And I can see now why Coach likes him running off in between the tackles because he's a big kid, 6'1", 190, and he's like a fullback playing quarterback. On those kind of quarterback.
Only came in with 32 carries and for 129 yards. But
he was injured. Remember,
he was injured.
He's been injured a good part of this year.
Yep.
So he's really, I think the Oldham County game last week was his first game back.
Threw two touchdowns and an interception in that game.
So here's where you need to have a play clock because this seems to be taking a long time.
Bit of an inordinate amount of time.
I'm looking at the back judge to see if as soon as he puts his hand up, that's 5 seconds. There it is. There's 5. He made it. Irvin again.
And this time straight ahead will be good enough for a first down.
And that back judge That's a hard position, the referee, because of the passing game and all the things you have to do. Now you got to watch your stopwatch, reset it, check it every time while you're watching the play.
And my fault there. It was just a yard shy. Thought he had gotten to that line to gain, but a yard shy, so it's going to be 2nd and 1. And then whistles.
Timeout.
And timeout.
Eastern.
To Eastern. So we will take a brief break and be back with more second quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
3:06 remaining here in the first half of play from Eastern High School. A 2nd and 1 upcoming for Ballard. Their best drive of the contest thus far. 3 first downs. And this is as deep as they have been in Eastern Territory. As the teams return. And in motion there. Quarterback keeper again. And still going.
Yeah.
And good run ahead of a good 8-9 yards.
Yeah, I think Coach Keene now has found this is what we need to do. We need to, maybe we were trying to protect Irvin the first quarter or so, but this is what we need to do. If we're going to win this game, we need to use him to run off tackle. Now there's another timeout.
Another timeout.
Oh, we got a player.
Oh, we do have a player down. Player down for Eastern. He is up, and the trainer's headed out. Well, he's up. Now he's down on a knee, so we will use this opportunity here to do what I should have done a little while ago, and that is remind you that tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics programming on Glycod. And if you happen to visit any of our lovely sponsors, please tell them that you appreciate their sponsorship and bringing you this free-to-watch high school athletics. So first and goal with the ball on the 5-yard line. Irvin, he's just going to run it again.
Yeah.
This time he's going to be close. Touchdown. Touchdown by Irvin. And the Ballard Bruins.
Yeah, the Bruin offensive line and Irwin just overpowered the Eastern front. Just overpowered them. They took the whole Eastern defense and put it into the end zone. Oh, we got it. I'd say we have a flag, but we don't. That's the young man's yellow shoes.
That was
I saw the
bright yellow shoes.
I saw the yellow on the field, and this is our kicker.
All right, so we're about to attempt a field goal here. Xander, we're headed for the field goal here. We need to be showing that.
Colton Abbott, extra point.
Extra point, I mean.
Colton Abbott, now 100.
Extra point, Xander.
102 out of 114 for his career.
To the extra point. I know there's a player down. That's okay.
Oh, there is.
He knows better than me.
I did not
see that. There is
that.
a player down, so that's why he went away. Good for him.
So
I was trying to correct him, and he was all over it. So
Eastern continues to be plagued by injuries.
Way to go, young man. So we've got a player down for a moment. It's a good opportunity to say I'm Dr. Todd Carter, Coach Jim Kazmarek, our analyst, Xander Essex, working the camera tonight. And
he's up.
And, look at that. Carrying a player off the field is one of the coaches.
I think that's Coach Morton.
In the fireman carry.
Coach Morton actually, and he's a big guy. I was down on the field with him for our interview, and he's a good-sized guy. And, the thing I was impressed with Coach Morton after our interview, there were 4 young, looked like middle school kids that came flying over the coach. It was like he was a magnet, and he just sucked those 4 kids over to him. They just wanted to talk to him about football and talk to Coach Morton. I thought that says a lot about Coach Morton right there.
So Colton Abbott lining up for the extra point. And kick is up, and the kick is through and good with the hold by Carter Humble and Carter Davenport, the long snapper there on that. So our scores, Ballard 7, Eastern 3. Let's show you that score again from 5 yards out.
Nothing fancy about that. That was just snap it to the quarterback, and he's running off tackle.
So Larry Irvin with that 5-yard touchdown run, PAT by Abbott. And we've got a 7-3 game. And I will say, as the Eastern student section began bouncing up and down, I began getting a little eerie because
it kind of shook a little bit, didn't it?
The whole press box began to shimmy shake just a little bit.
They got a nice crowd. They got a good student group here. Nice crowd down. I look down the bleachers. They got a pretty good crowd. Ballard has a nice crowd with their team. They didn't have to travel too far.
And the ball in the air, fielded at about the 8-yard line. Mathis it is. Took one hit, but
took a hard hit.
Took a second hit.
Yeah.
Still some after the play shenanigans.
And again, I got to tell you, I think that's a flag, and if you flag that because you don't want it to continue.
Yep.
17-yard line.
That's the only way to stop it is to flag it.
So Eastern, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the half, and the ball on their own 17-yard line. Only one timeout left for Eastern, though. Ballard has all 3 of theirs.
I think Eastern would be happy right now if they could get in at halftime 7-3.
I can't disagree with that. Overstreet, flushed, and then ridden down hard.
Overstreet sacked on the play.
So sack coming from Ballard, going to be a loss of a couple. And then Ballard does take a timeout.
That's a smart move. Smart move on Coach Keene's part. Yeah, I want to get the ball back. I can get the ball back. I've got 2 more timeouts, so I can get the ball back with about 2 minutes left.
With that timeout on the field, take so 2nd and 12. I was going to say take a brief moment just to review the scoring. All the scoring has been done in the second quarter. 10:44 remaining in the second quarter. So just after the second quarter started, Will Gohagan with a 40-yard field goal, making it 3-0 Eastern. And then with 2:38 remaining just moments ago, Ballard with a Larry Irvin 5-yard rushing touchdown, making it 7-3. Overstreet, handoff inside. Going to be a short gainer.
Handoff to number 22, Jamari Hayden.
Going to bring up 3rd and 10. So behind the chains, certainly. And I guess it should be noted, Coach, that really that was all that Ballard drive was after the fumble and fumble recovery.
Right. Yep.
By Ballard.
Yep.
Fumble by Eastern. Fumble recovery by Ballard.
And it was also after that melee we had, too, where it took forever for everything to get sorted out, where there was offsetting penalties.
And I guess Ballard took that timeout.
Yes,
they did. I'm sorry.
They did.
I knew it was being taken, but did not trigger it there. So 1 timeout remaining for both teams.
So Ballard's going to get the ball back with about, maybe a minute and 50 seconds left. So plenty of time for them to go down the field and score.
Well, that is, unless Eastern can come up with something big here on this.
Yep.
3rd down, 3rd and 10. Overstreet with Hayden in the backfield.
How did they not call that?
Launching it up, and that was flag comes in.
It's got to be a flag.
Zion Barnes was the intended receiver and ridden out of bounds before the ball came down.
I'm looking at the Ballard player that jumped offside.
I think they're going to call that, by the way Ballard is acting, they're going to call that
pass interference. So, 15-yard pass interference. That helps Eastern.
Sure does.
A lot. Because now Eastern can run some more time off, and Ballard has used up all but one of their timeouts.
So 1st down via the pass interference call. 1st and 10 to the Eagles. Hayden has a seam, gets across the 40 to about the 43.
Yeah, nice blocking. And I'm hoping I'm going to give the right players, because the right tackle, Xavier Jordan, and the right guard, Rex Adair, and that's what I have on as my starters, really made a nice block.
So 1st down for the Eagles. First and 10, and still a bit of ways to go to get to plus territory.
Stay in bounds. Oh, don't go out of bounds, young man. No.
Whoa, and
that's
the flag comes in. Is that going to be a late hit?
Yes, it is. Jamari Hayden, nice job. You got to stay in bounds, Jamari. In this situation, you got to let the clock run out, but I think Ballard's going to have a late hit.
Well, if it's a late hit Ballard, then sure is.
Well, right now Ballard's hurting themselves.
Yes, 30 yards of penalties on this.
Yep, they're hurting themselves.
And we already know that Gohegan, you get the ball down to the 30-yard line, and there's a chance he could put 3 more on the scoreboard. But with 1:31 left, you never know. You get a couple Hayden runs in,
right.
And next thing you know, you're in the end zone.
Yep.
And if you're Ballard, you've given up a lead when you had really Eastern
bottled up.
Yep, absolutely. Overstreet calls for it. Looking to throw.
Fire it.
Ballard defense in there. Overstreet keeps across the 30 and down to about the 28.
First down. Yep.
It's going to be close. Yep.
First down.
First down.
Wow, that was a nice play on his part.
Sure was.
Hudson Overstreet,
good tuck
freshman.
and run. Yep.
But what did he do? What did he do right?
He stepped up in the pocket.
He stepped up into the pocket.
Yep. We've been talking about that all year, folks.
Yep.
especially young quarterbacks.
Maybe
flush right into trouble so
yeah.
often. And this time throws, and that's going to be incomplete, and Overstreet got pounded.
He did.
He got pounded.
That's a good thing he threw it low and in the dirt, because otherwise that would have been intercepted.
Yep.
He got lucky on that one.
Ouch. That may take some Advil in the morning.
Yeah, he did. Ice bath. They take ice bath. Now.
Okay, yeah. I shouldn't be doing a commercial for any particular product. I apologize.
Okay. Just call it ibuprofen.
Ibuprofen, yeah.
When I was coaching in North Carolina, it's one of the first times I've seen players take ice baths after the game. There is no way in God's green earth that you're going to get me to sit in a Whirlpool tub full of ice cubes. Throw it!
Overstreet sacked.
Yeah, there were four.
Four Bruins coming.
There were 4 Bruins led by Damian Jackson, and I just tell them, throw the ball, get it up there. It's something good might happen. Might get a pass interference call. Otherwise, you're gonna get creamed.
3rd and about 16.
Did Ballard call timeout? Why did they stop the clock?
I'm not sure. They're trying to get them to wind the clock.
Yeah, well, they should have. I don't know why the clock was stopped.
Can't hear you.
52.
50 seconds, he said. He said 50 seconds. Yeah, 50 or 52.
All right, now the clock winds at 52. So 3rd and about 16. Throwing it up
That's
for
it.
Barnes.
Throw it. Nice
pass. And no flag that time.
It was a nice pass.
It was a nice pass. Double coverage out there,
Unfortunately, it stopped the clock, too.
Yep. So that makes it 4th and 16. Do you run a play? Do you...
Oh, I'd run a play, get as much time off as you can.
Yep. That's agreed. 39.2.
Oh, kicking another field goal. They're going to go for a 50-yarder.
Going to go for a, well, let's see. No, it'd be 1, 2, 3. It'd be, no, they're, hold on.
Yeah.
43. It'd be 43.
It's a 51-yard field goal.
Is it 50?
Yeah, and they don't have enough players.
Oh, you're right, 51.
Come on, somebody's got to get in there and
me.
block.
Yep.
You got to block. 22, you got to block. There you go.
As you say, yes, a
20.
But a timeout taken by Eastern. Well, they were only slightly more confused than I was, so I was.
Well, they did not get all their players on the field.
Nope. At halftime, we will have the Holy Smokes Barbecue scoreboard, and we'll have that up. We will also have we'll have some scores of local interest here. We'll also get you the first half scoring, brought to you by German American Bank. Also talk just a little bit about the district and break down all the different permutations and combinations.
Okay, so our man Will Gohagen now going for a 51-yard field goal.
Yes, 51-yard field goal, which would absolutely be his career long. Again, Ben Mathis, the holder. Hauser, the long snapper.
Oh, you can't do that.
And
can't do that.
Blocked, but the flags come in.
Can't do that.
And
can't do that, number 7.
Flag on the play.
Looked like a cool play.
And
David Cawley.
We'll show you the We'll show you what caused the flag.
6'3", 205.
Vaulting is, yep.
Yeah,
can't do that. It was a
He's
fantastic athletic effort.
It was. So now we get to move it even closer.
Yep. And
we're going to try it again.
So while the ball ended up down inside the 20, that really doesn't matter. The flags are lying at the line of scrimmage, which is the 37.
15.
So, again, another 15-yard penalty. That's 45 yards of penalties. Those are those hidden yards.
Yep.
That's going to make it 4th and...
Should be 4th and 1.
Yeah, now
if they were really what I would have asked them to do before you mark that off.
Yep.
Well, they're giving them the first down.
They are giving them the first down.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I was
first
gonna
and
say,
10.
Before you started marking that off, I want that. I want it measured.
Yep.
But it ended up.
Right, yeah. I had
properly.
It as 4th and 16, but it was right at 4th and 15.
Yeah.
So 28 seconds left.
Now it's
a first down.
We're going to go for a couple plays here. Don't lose yardage. Don't do anything to lose yardage.
You don't have any timeouts left either.
Throw a pass. Throw it.
Oh, picked off into the hands of Ballard. Still going, and now ridden down. So Overstreet picked off the second Eastern turnover.
Ben Sturgeon made the play on the tackle.
And I was trying to see who the who
made
the interception. We're going to show the replay one more time, and I'm going to try to pick it up
I think
again.
it was 10. I'm going to say 10, Damon Jackson.
I think you're right.
That was a really nice athletic play on his part. But, maybe kicking the field goal right when you had that chance would have been hindsight's
always 20/20.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coach Morton's probably thinking the same thing. Why did I do that? What? Oh. But he knows his team. He knows what his kids can do, and he knows how they want to win this game.
Yep. And Ballard takes a knee, so that will bring us to halftime as the clock winds down. And it is halftime here at Eastern High School. We will be back with the halftime show for you on Glycod.
A Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time. Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Visit your locally owned power equipment dealer. Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilley in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to Holy Smokes Barbecue.
At Holy Smokes Barbecue, our pitmasters smoke up mouth-watering ribs, chicken, brisket, mutton, and more. From sandwiches to full dinners, with a complete list of sides and desserts. Holy Smokes Barbecue. Just tell them that the man in the big white hat sent you.
Order up.
How's the pork chop taste?
It's pretty good. It's the best one I've ever had.
Holy Smokes Barbecue. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Tinsley Family Concessions, a tradition of corporate excellence and community service. For more, visit tfcfamily.com.
As we return to Eastern High School at the half, bring your attention to the Holy Smokes Barbecue scoreboard. Tonight's scoreboard presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. As the Eastern band begins to come out. Coach, your impressions of that first half?
Well, Xander and I were just talking, and we both were surprised at how close the game is. I think we were both looking at the record of Eastern and Ballard and thinking that, well, this maybe won't be a very good game. And it ends up it's being a great game. Eastern has given Ballard everything they wanted. And Ballard, I think, found something with Irvin running off tackle that I think we're going to see a lot more of in the second half. And hopefully we got both teams now calm down, and we won't have to have any more offsetting personal foul penalties. But it's a good game. I'm impressed with what Coach Morton has done with a smaller, younger squad, and he's got. I commented during the interview that when I was down on the field, there was probably a dozen Eastern football players that were not in uniform. They were in crutches, bandages.
The walking wounded.
Braces and arms in slings. And he said it's just been one of those years where you got a lot of injuries. So
gives younger players or other players sometimes a good opportunity to get playing time, but certainly that it's a tough thing.
Yeah, Coach Morton's probably got a long-term contract, so there's no such thing in high school football.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll go over the German American Bank scoring, and we will also just talk about this district and district play and what's happening, what will be happening in the postseason, depending on the outcome of tonight's game and other games around the region. So stay tuned for that here on Glycod.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.seminin.com. Seminin Realtors, always one step ahead.
This is the mower that cut the lawn, that became the place their kids grew up. The legendary Exmark Laser Z is the zero-turn mower more landscape pros trust. For cut quality, comfort, and reliability. Exmark, official mowers of the backyard life. Visit your local dealer or explore the Exmark Laser Z online for special finance offers, available now.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Halftime here at Eastern High School, where the Ballard Bruins lead the Eastern Eagles 7-3 on your UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday on Glycod. And going to try to make a little sense of the district play that's going on tonight. So Trinity and Oldham County are matched up at Trinity, and then, of course, Ballard is here at Eastern. These are just the district records. So Trinity with the 2-0 record, Ballard and Oldham with a 1-1 record, Eastern with their 0-2 in the district. So if Trinity and Ballard win, Trinity will clinch first, so that's home field advantage for the first two 6A playoff rounds on November 7th and 14th. Just a reminder, one more week of regular season play for Louisville teams. Ballard then will clinch second place, and they will have home field for the 6A first round on November 7th. So if Trinity and Ballard win, Trinity gets home field for the first two rounds. Ballard gets the first round. If Oldham County is at this moment down pretty big, but so we'll take that. We'll take those out of the equation. I hate to put the cart before the horse, but I think we'll do that at this point. If Trinity and Eastern win, Trinity clinches first and a three-way tie for second. To be broken by the highest RPI after next Friday's game. So if Eastern were to win, again, Trinity clinches first, and then that makes a three-way tie for second place. And after next Friday's game, then the RPI would determine those home field advantages. So I hope I made at least a somewhat some sense out of all of that. And again, with these district games at this point, Trinity up big in their game over Oldham County. This one, of course, as we've talked about all along, this one's still very much up in the air.
Very much up in the air, and I'm impressed with the grit of Eastern. Their kids are playing really hard, and Ballard's got a nice team, and I like Irwin running the football off tackle. He's going to be a force in the second half. So my question, and I don't know if you can answer this or we have Steve Bird maybe can answer it. So Trinity, let's just spitball here a minute. Trinity wins the district.
Yes.
And they're going to host a first-round game.
First 2 rounds.
Who do they play in the first round?
Well, that will be to be determined by how the regions stack out. No.
So do they play?
Yeah.
Okay, so
that we're gonna ask Steve Bird, because I'm just gonna make an embarrassment of myself, which I'm not gonna do live on the air.
Because
so we'll leave it at that.
Because we very seldom do Kentucky games.
Our crew, any of the other crews can probably answer this question.
Call in, help us out.
Steve Bird will help us
We're
out.
just going to make fools of ourselves.
So that's why I just said, I'm just going to leave it alone at this point.
Trinity's going to play somebody next week or in 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks,
and the winner of the winner of this game is going to play somebody in 2 weeks.
There you go. Next game for both teams on Thursday, actually, October 30th. Ballard will host Woodford County, and then on Friday, October 31st, Eastern will be at Lexington Dunbar. So both those games at 7:30. And our Glycod schedule next week will include that game at Ballard on Thursday night, and then on Friday, games at Anderson County, Boyle County at Douglas, Morgan County at Paris, and Oldham County at Lafayette, plus additional coverage to be announced.
So
go ahead.
I say I kind of like this, where your last game of the season is not a district game.
In this case, yes.
So by tonight, you'll know who you're going to play in your first round of your playoff. So you don't have to worry about who's going to win or who's going to win the 10th game of the season.
Yep.
I like that. That to me, that's good.
All right, we're going to step aside again, take another break. As the teams come back out to warm up,
Ace Hardware is more than a store, a proud community partner. They're the place for answers to your home repair or improvement questions. Mention this ad and receive a refilled propane tank for $19.99. Visit the helpful Miller's Ace folks at any of their 4 Louisville locations: Preston Highway and Gilmore Lane, St. Matthews, Taylor Boulevard, or the West End. And remember to download the Ace Hardware app for rewards when you shop.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Hey, I didn't order any pizza.
Jake from State Farm. After you saved me so much dough on insurance with that Parker promo, I devised a promo for you.
Here's the deal, Parker. State Farm offers everyone surprisingly great rates.
Right. Pepperoni pockets, cuckoo crusties.
There's no promo, it's just great rates.
And a side of ranch.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice, because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank, building our community together.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
As we return back here at Eastern High School, again, our scoreboard presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you. Let's look at tonight's halftime scoring. First half scoring from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. And our scoring fairly limited, as there were no scores in the first quarter of play. And in the second quarter, with 10:44 remaining, a 40-yard field goal by Will Gohegan. And that put Eastern up 3-0. And then with 2:38 remaining in the half, Ballard scored on a 5-yard rushing TD by Larry Irvin. And that is it for our scoring, this 7-3 halftime score.
Well, and you know, we're not used to seeing these low-scoring games like this. So
happen to not be.
Yeah, this is, well, if you like defensive football, this is very good. You know, the pass at the end of the first quarter was, you know, maybe it was the right play to call, but it was the ill-advised pass to throw.
Right, yeah.
Otherwise, that maybe puts we're at 7-6.
Right, yeah, it could be 7-6, which Eastern's still trailing, but in that kind of situation, certainly then you never know. You might get one more, especially towards the end of the ballgame.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm Dr. Todd Carter, Coach Jim Kazmarek, the analyst for this evening's contest. Xander Essex, our cameraman. And we are getting set to go back to play here in this second half, as Eastern will get the ball first. And still a nice crowd. It is chilled off a bit here, though. I know Mr. Essex upstairs will agree with that.
Well, you know,
and me sitting in front of this open window thinks so, too.
And it's October. It's the end of October, so we should have some chilly weather.
It's about that time.
But it's a good thing we don't have any inclement weather.
So far, we've been pretty good. We've been quite blessed.
Yes.
This year.
We've done something right this year, Todd.
Back in for the Eagles, number 3, Zion Barnes, number 11, Ben Mathis.
So, Barnes and Mathis back for Eastern.
Sounds like a bookstore.
Barnes and Mathis?
Yeah.
A little bit. Touchback. Nice kick there by Colton Abbott.
Yeah, very good kick. It reminds me of some of the kicks we've seen this year.
We've had some good kickers.
Yes,
this year.
we have. Yes, we have. That's going to be a very popular thing to do is really zeroing in on becoming a really good kicker.
Yep.
And it's a good opportunity for students who want to continue playing football in college to be a kicker, a long snapper. Both those things are good ways to just continue your career in football.
Have personal friends with a couple of young men who kicked at the next level, and it's very, very competitive.
It is
so
extremely competitive.
But it is possible. And there comes a flag. That time it was encroachment. I think Ballard keeps trying to go just to the line, but it looked like Mitchell that time was across the line.
Yes. So, in my way of thinking now, after watching this, if I'm Coach Morton, I know if I get in a short yardage situation, I'm going to do a hard count and see if I can draw them offside.
Yep.
because they are very anxious. Here they come again. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Handoff. Nice run this time.
Handoff to number 31, Tristan
That was
Martin.
Tristan Martin.
Yeah. Nolan Flores on the tackle.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Gain of 4 on the play, so it's going to make it 2nd and 1.
Correction.
Sorry. Correction.
First down.
Gain of 5.
Yeah, first down.
And a first down. So, the Eagles move the chains and have a first down on the drive. That was a look to the right, but a throw to the left.
Yeah.
And Lance, I believe, on the catch.
Oh, that's my all-name team.
Cash Lance?
Cash Lance, all-name team.
All right.
When I was coaching in North Carolina, we had one of our, this is true now, his name was Crash Burns.
Crash Burns.
Crash Burns. I thought that was one of the best all-name names.
That is a fantastic all-name name. You are right. So 2nd and 6 for Eastern. Trying to mix it up with a little ground, a little pass. Man in motion. And handoff going to the left. That was Hayden again. Going to be a gain of about 3. Should bring up 3rd and 3.
Gain of 3.
So certainly 3rd and manageable here,
yes,
Coach.
Yes, very manageable, and they've got a nice drive going right now. See what Ballard dials up defensively. I would suspect them to come hard on the stunt right now. So it would be a good time to run a toss play maybe, a little sweep action, get away from those blitzing linebackers.
Certainly Ballard has packed the box.
Yeah, they have.
Now they do have
and man coverage, man-free coverage. They're bringing everybody. Bring them all. Bring them all. Nope.
And
they had the right idea.
Yep.
Coach knew they were going to bring everybody. They're playing man-free coverage.
So with a loss of 3, that makes it 4th and 6. Can't even hard count and quite get out of this one.
No, but it was a fairly good drive, a couple first downs.
So Gohegan.
On the punt for the Eagles, number 21, Will Gohagan.
Standing on the 20. And we've got Woods and I believe that's Walker, both back deep for Ballard. Woods to the near side. Muffed, but picked up.
Oh, it's still
and
loose.
Still
Ball's
loose.
Still loose. Oh,
and now going back the other direction.
Uh-oh.
And going the wrong direction and then brought down. Our replay won't get all of that, but it might get from about the muff.
Yeah.
Didn't see who ended up picking that up. I believe it was McNeese, maybe?
Yeah.
Sean Manise, excuse me, 22.
Yeah, and I think on the tackle on that scramble run was number 5 for Eastern High School, and that was Christian Powell making the tackle on that scramble run that they
So the ball initially landed at about the 32-yard line or so was where it was attempted to be caught.
Ended up on the 11.
Ended up on the 11. Wow.
Well, actually, Ballard was very fortunate that Eastern didn't recover that muff.
Very, yeah. So Irvin and company back on offense. Handoff. And going straight up the middle was Martin.
Yep.
Leandre Martin.
So Leandre Martin with a gain of about 5.
4 on the play. Second down.
They're going to say 4. I'll go with that. 2nd and 6. As Ballard with that after the muff on the punt, definitely back in their own territory, but showing the right things here. Martin again, right side. He's caught behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be a loss of about a yard, maybe 2.
That was Gabriel Killingsworth on the tackle, outside linebacker. He is he's kind of their Swiss Army knife. He does a lot of different things. Offensively, he was playing quarterback.
Third down.
He was running the ball. He returned a punt for a touchdown.
So 3rd down, the line to gain, the 21-yard line. Martin moved from the left to the right of quarterback Irvin. Irvin looking to throw, but there came Atkinson flushing
Touchdown.
Martin and caught.
Yeah, touchdown.
Caught at the 30, and as coach is calling it, it's going to be a touchdown for Jaden Barnes of Ballard.
Number 2, Larry Irvin.
So here's a coaching point for you, because Eastern had the right defense called.
Yep.
And the player was in the position to make the play, but there's what we used to tell the player, when you're coming on the backside of that quarterback, you aim for his back shoulder. Aim for his back shoulder, because he's going to feel you and he's going to spin around. And when he spins around, if you're aiming for his front shoulder as he spins, you're going to whiff. And that's what the Eastern player did.
Yep.
Irwin spun, and he was aiming at that front shoulder. And when he spun,
away he went.
You got to aim for the back shoulder.
So Abbott to attempt the extra point here.
Isn't it interesting that sometimes just a little thing like that can make a big difference? That's a little thing between that and a touchdown.
Abbott boots it up and through. So with that good extra points, it's Ballard 14, Eastern 3. Let's take a brief timeout and be back with you. More third quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Ace Hardware is more than a store, a proud community partner. They're the place for answers to your home repair or improvement questions. Mention this ad and receive a refilled propane tank for $19.99. Visit the helpful Miller's Ace folks at any of their 4 Louisville locations: Preston Highway and Gilmore Lane, St. Matthews, Taylor Boulevard, or the West End. And remember to download the Ace Hardware app for rewards when you shop.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So from the 11 to pay dirt, 89-yard touchdown strike by Larry Irvin to Jaden Barnes, and the seniors connecting up. That is the 3rd touchdown catch by Jaden Barnes on the season. 6th for Larry Irvin. Thrown, and Abbott to put the boot to it here.
Well, he made a nice move to evade the tackle.
Sure did, yep. That was really what made the play, as you described. Fielded at about the 4 or 5 yard line there by Mathis, and gets it out to the 25. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Now 2 scores down. They're going to have to put something together, Coach.
They are going to have to put something together, and they really they've had some nice plays. They've had a couple nice drives, but then they stall. And then something bad happens, and so they really need to have a nice drive here and not turn the ball over.
So Overstreet calls for the ball into the hands of Hayden. He turns the corner and then runs out of bounds.
22, Jamar Harry Hayden, the ball carrier.
Yep, run out of bounds by number 8 for Ballard.
That would be Woods, Elijah Woods.
Elijah Woods, yeah. Eli Woods. Senior tall, rangy kid, 6'1", 165. That's what you want in your safety, a nice, tall, rangy guy. And David Cawley, 6'5", 205 is the other one.
I was going to say even more rangy.
Yeah, I always like tall, those big, tall safeties.
Yeah, it's one of those at 6'5". David Cawley, noticeably taller than just about anybody else on the field. 2nd and 3.
Ballard in their press coverage, bringing those linebackers.
Hayden again has a seam, and he's out to the 45. Needed 2 and got about 7 or 8.
Now, speaking of David Cawley, there he is. He just made the tackle, and that was probably a touchdown-saving tackle. But again, Ballard is very, very, very aggressive on their defense, and their constant stunting is helping make some big defensive plays for them, but it also gives the offense, you get into that second level, and there's nobody there to make a tackle. Then you got to hope that your secondary people are there.
So 1st and 10 again for the Eagles, moving the ball well, getting it out towards midfield here.
Okay, let's see if Ballard comes off the press coverage. Yep, they're too deep. No stunt here. They'll play straight defense.
Overstreet looks to throws it out into double coverage and knocked out of bounds. Yeah. Barnes touched it, but all he did really was help try to knock it to the out of bounds marker.
I tell you what, though, that was a very nice play. That I'm going to have to look him up because I don't have him on my list. But number 18.
18 is
Cairo Sweeney made a really nice play.
And I was going to say that LaShawn Talbert was out there as well for Ballard.
And I have to be impressed with Hudson Overstreet's passes because he's really put the ball, except for one bad pass, he's really throwing the ball pretty well. He's got a nice spiral.
And, oh, my goodness, that was fantastic. Yeah. Blitzing defense by Ballard.
Yeah, that Darian Mitchell again coming in as linebacker, and they just are very, very aggressive defensively, and you've got to get your offensive linemen to pick those stunts up.
And at this point, Eastern way behind the chains with a 3rd and 15. So Hudson Overstreet had come to the sideline. He jogs back in.
He better hurry. He's going to get a delay of game penalty here. Yep, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice counting off. It's delay of game. Nope. Oh, throw it.
Throwing it up for Barnes, and he was well covered out there again by, I believe that was Sweeney again.
Yep. And Hudson Overstreet took another lick after he threw the ball.
Yep.
But I like him. He gets right back up, and Coach Morton just slapped him on the helmet and said, "Good job, young man." And I like Hudson Overstreet. I like the fact that he's taking those licks and getting right back up and throwing another pass.
So Barnes on the far hash and Walker on the near for Ballard. Gohagan standing at the 27. little bit of a high snap. Looks to throw. Has a man and a first down.
Fake punt nice.
Works. Fake punt works.
Yes. Yeah. And you know, that's another good example of how sometimes your aggressiveness works against you, because Ballard has been coming hard on every one of those punts and just kind of disregarding any what we used to call punt safe.
Yep.
Punt safe is we're not going to take a chance on a fake
punt. Show you
punt.
that play one more time.
Yeah, that was a great play.
Have the time to do so.
Here we come down. See? Oh, let me tell you. How many linemen were downfield on that play?
I don't know.
A lot.
A lot, yeah. Fantastic play there to move the chains and get into plus territory.
And good camera work, too.
Yep,
Xander.
Xander did a great job.
Yeah.
And that one met in the backfield. That play met in the backfield.
Yeah.
Nothing going.
That was number 29 for Ballard.
Second down.
Jamari Marks Glover. Maybe I don't have that number right.
It's going to make it 2nd and 11. Eastern taking their time in the huddle. Three wideouts head to the far side, as you may see, and that's Hayden in with the quarterback. Barnes comes across. See if they go to him. No. Yep. That's Overstreet.
Yeah.
Number 14, Hudson
with a
Overstreet
carry and nothing going.
Yeah.
Brought down to the play by number 28, Marcus. Correction, number 25, Darion Mitchell.
In fact, they're going to say it's a no gain. So 3rd and 11.
Eastern offensive lineman just kind of just stood there, not sure who to block, and therefore he didn't block anybody.
Which is, I'm going to guess, is a line. If you're a line coach, is probably not the right answer.
Not the right answer at all. Again, when you
all of the above would be better than none of the above.
When you're bringing all of the blitzers that Ballard is bringing, your offensive linemen have to play very, very heads up.
A little bit of a low snap there. Overstreet to throw to Barnes. Oh, off the fingertips.
Oh, my.
Couldn't connect.
Number 3, Zion Barnes, incomplete.
Zion Barnes had a step, and it was just a bit overthrown.
Just barely.
Now what do we have? We got another.
Do we have a flag somewhere? I didn't see a flag. I see 4th down.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I
don't know. Seemed to be all of a sudden all the referees were standing in one place.
All right. 4th down on the down marker.
We're going to punt it. We're going to kick it. We're going for it. Oh, we're going to. This time we're going for a 53-yard field goal.
50. Yeah. 50.
50.
Yeah,
no,
52.
Yeah, 52. Fake.
It's a fake.
Throw it.
And knocked out of bounds. Oh, flags come in.
Flag under the play.
Flags come in late.
Yeah. First down.
It's going to be a first down.
You know, I don't know why there's a discussion. There was two flags thrown for a late hit, and it's a 15-yard penalty. Mark it off, and let's move along with the game.
Pull that down. I'm not going to reset yet, but that's what we're thinking is going to happen. Personal foul.
Foul. Unnecessary roughness.
On the defense, 15 yards to the green spot. Right there.
So, 15 yards. As referees with the microphone still on, trying to explain to
Coach Keene.
Coach Keene. So, and you know what's interesting, Coach? So twice we have seen plays with lining up for a field goal, that long field goal. But if you hadn't made the first long field goal of that 40-yarder, you would know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a defense, you'd be like, hey, we're just going to let him miss it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But with the made 40, it's like, well, how long is his range? So we've got to we've got to respect it.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10. And run around the right side.
Almost
but
had it.
Not much there for Tristan Martin.
Yeah.
And out to number 31, Tristan Martin.
Number 10 on the tackle, Damon Jackson. Very active linebacker, very active. All three linebackers, or four linebackers for Ballard are very, very active.
Yeah, they are.
Very athletic. They
Second down. Street calls for it, and whistles come.
Offside on Ballard.
Yep. So penalty flag at the 14-yard line.
Outside. On defense. 5-yard penalty.
So
that's what any kind of long count is going to draw Ballard offside.
Kind of looks that way.
So aggressive on their defense, which is good. You want your defensive players. You want your defense to be aggressive. You want to be active, but you can't continue to have offside penalties.
2nd and 3. Hayden. And he's met by a wall. No gain or maybe a yard. Going to bring up 3rd down and short.
So if you remember in our insights into the game.
Yes.
Did we call them insights or insides?
Insight,
Insight. Our insight into the game. One of the goals for
inside look.
Our inside look, because that was the blinds direct, and that's perfect for
absolutely
inside look. Anyway, very quickly, one of the goals was be able to be close in the fourth quarter and try to win the game in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
It's 14-3. They're driving, and it's the fourth quarter.
That's right. So at the end of 3, Ballard 14, Eastern 3. Stay tuned. Fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
A lot goes into taking care of your property. You need equipment with more durability, versatility, and #1 rated reliability built in. Like Kubota compact tractors that can do it all right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut. And the Sidekick utility vehicle built for hard work and fun at 40 miles per hour. Kubota equipment lives up to the highest standards. Yours. Visit your local dealer today.
Anderson Sales and Service in Madison, Crestwood, and Louisville.
Your surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Leslie Gilly in Crestwood today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So a big 3rd and 2 upcoming here for the Eastern Eagles as we begin the fourth quarter. Dr. Todd Carter alongside Coach Jim Kazmarek, Xander Essex working our camera this evening. And 3rd and 2.
Uh-oh. Better be set. Okay.
They are. And that's
different. That's a little wildcat.
That was a
there.
wildcat, absolutely, and that was a different.
That was Gerald
player.
Killingsworth.
Yep, Gabriel Killingsworth.
Gabriel, excuse me. And
good for the first down.
That's our Swiss Army knife player.
Yep. So, good play. Gets the ball inside the 10-yard line, and that's going to make it 1st and goal from about the, we call that the 7.
Yep.
Call that just inside the 7.
So, I kind of like that look that Eastern had with Killingsworth in there at that wildcat linebacker, wildcat quarterback spot. That was a good look for them.
Yep. Now Overstreet back in. Well, it's one of those things. You can only do that so many times,
right,
though, right, Coach?
Right.
Unless that player can also throw or
But
do something different. And we've got whistles.
What do we got?
And a flag comes in the backfield.
We got, well, from that referee, that looks like delay of game. When that back judge throws his flag out, delay a game. They didn't need that.
Nope.
No.
So it's still going to be in goal to go, but this time it's going to be from the about the 12-yard line.
Yep, that just made it harder. And see, part of and again, this is just a personal thing. The quarterback running back and forth to get plays.
Yep.
Just seems unnecessary to me.
Send it in with a
either
receiver or
signal them in. I used to signal
yeah,
my
sure.
plays in, and we've never had delay of game penalties.
Not to mention the fact your quarterback's jogging an extra
that's right.
couple hundred yards.
Yeah.
Overstreet, looking, and couldn't find a man, and also just running a little bit, trying to find somebody, but tracked down.
Yeah. This is the next 2 downs here, next 3 downs are really important. I mean, I guess if I get 3rd or 4th down and goal from the 15-yard line, I'm looking at kicking the field goal and then scoring and going for 2.
Yep.
So I got to keep that in my mind. I don't want to.
Yep. So the ball back at about the 14. It's Martin in the backfield with Overstreet, and whistles come again.
Timeout.
Eastern. So with that Eastern timeout, we will take a brief break and be back with more 4th quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
As we return to Eastern High School, 10:21 remaining here in the 4th period. Eastern with a goal-to-goal situation, but they have backed up first with the penalty and then with quarterback tackle for loss sack of a yard or 2. So,
yeah, like a lot of the noise is a little bit loud right now.
The music a little loud. Yeah.
As a lot of young quarterbacks, they don't want to throw the ball out of bounds when they should.
Yep.
Because they always think I can complete this. I can throw this. You love the confidence, but you need to learn that it's
once in a while
save some yardage by throwing it out of bounds.
Overstreet, here comes pressure.
Yep.
Steps up. And the ball on the turf. Fumbled. Is it out of bounds? No, it is in the hands of Ballard.
Yeah.
Still going. And that's Jackson. Damon Jackson finally brought down. We'll only get the last part of that play, but there's the scoop. And so the third.
Yeah, we got a player hurt, too, from
Eastern.
From Eastern.
Well, with the player down, we will take an opportunity then to take a brief timeout. We'll try to see who that is, but let's take a timeout and be back with Ballard with the ball in Eastern Territory when we return here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Still can't discern who is down for Eastern. Yes, now he's up, and it's the quarterback. That's what we were afraid of. Hudson Overstreet being helped off the field.
Yeah, when he was going down, he fell very awkwardly on the tackle. So I was concerned that he was the one who was injured.
So Ballard will have the ball in Eastern Territory. So in plus territory, the ball at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, Eastern has had several opportunities where they've gotten down close to Ballard's end zone and just threw an interception, had a fumble.
Yep.
And
3 turnovers on the game by Eastern.
Yeah, look at both those as scoring opportunities, and now all of a sudden it's 17-14 instead of 14-3.
Yep. So carry there, gain of about 3.
Gain of 3 on the play. 2nd and 7.
Now all Ballard has to do is just keep the ball on the ground.
Yep.
Keep churning up yardage and eating up clock.
Yep. Yep, with the 2-score advantage. And the clock becomes your best friend.
Yep.
Irvin, quick throw out to Barnes, and nice spin move there by Barnes. Gains an extra couple of yards on that.
Gain of 10. 1st down.
Yeah, I think part of his yardage he gained was the Eastern players kind of slinging him down. Instead of tackling him, they kind of grabbed him and slung him, and they slung him forward. Is slung, is that a word?
Yes.
Okay.
Slung, yeah. Well,
sling.
maybe.
Sling? I don't think slinged is.
No,
slung?
it is not. No, slinged is not. Sling, slang, slung.
How about threw him forward?
Threw him forward. Sounds good. Slung. Yeah, slung. That's legit. That's a word. I give it to you in Scrabble.
Okay.
Bouncing out of a tackle there was Martin.
Yeah, Leandre Martin. Oh, I've got a flag.
Flag came in late?
Yeah.
I didn't see the flag. Where's the flag?
There's something laying on the ground on about the 41. No, the 36, excuse me.
30. I don't think that's a flag. I believe that's I don't know what that is.
Okay.
A towel, maybe?
No.
Looks white.
Yeah,
they don't seem to be paying too much attention to it.
No.
So 2nd and 6 for the Bruins. Handoff again. And nice run there by Martin. He's going to be out near the line to gain.
So, yeah, Ballard's doing everything they need to do to just control the clock. And The other interesting thing is, you notice they've kind of taken the ball out of Irwin's hands.
Yep.
And because he really doesn't need to carry the ball right now.
Nope.
So let's not take a chance on our star quarterback getting hurt. Larry Irvin's a really good player.
Well,
and a team leader.
You think on 3rd and 2, maybe, but this is one of those times too when I do like it sometimes when teams come up under center.
Yeah, I do too. But you just don't see that anymore.
Not very often.
Oh, they did run it.
Yep, there's Irvin. And he pops through there for a gain of about 5. And it'll be a first down.
First down.
So Ballard just grinding out some clock here. And the sweep into the hands of Thompson. Thompson still going.
Oh!
Pops and
no,
they're going to say out of bounds. Touchdown. What are we saying?
I don't know. What do we got?
I don't know what we got either.
We got a flag. Now this time I do see a flag.
Yep.
Number 15, Dalen Thompson on the carry. 17 yards for the score.
Okay. They're saying 17 yards for the score. Touchdown, Dalen Thompson.
Well, what's the penalty? What do we got here?
Nope. Face mask. No, there's not a score. Okay. Okay, we're taking points off the board. I'm sorry, folks, but
they signal touchdown.
And
then they should have.
So, and is it going to be 1st and 10? So it's 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line.
And what was the penalty for?
It looked like, I don't know if
there
it was
no
almost like a face mask. Yeah,
it
the
looked like an offensive face mask penalty.
Yes, that's kind of what it looked like. I agree. A toss again to Thompson, this time hemmed in by the Eagles.
Thompson on the carry.
Going to be a short gain, or maybe no gain.
No gain.
Folks, sorry for the confusion there, but there was a lot of confusion.
And then they got, now the
I
clock
thought maybe the player stepped out of bounds, and he didn't.
And
Xander got the replay well there.
Why is the clock stopped again?
Clock is running.
Yeah, it should be running. I don't know why they're stopping the clock.
So 2nd and 10, 6:50 remaining on the now moving clock.
Yeah.
And Dalen Thompson had should have been touchdown.
No. Now you can stop the clock.
Now you can stop the clock is right. So Ballard takes a timeout. We will take a timeout as well. Back with more 4th quarter here on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
So as the teams huddle up here with 6:37 left in the 4th, we've got a 2nd and 10 situation. And a very good opportunity to say tonight's broadcasts would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics programming on Glycod. As teams head out of their huddles and get set for the 2nd and 10. And flag comes in. Dalen Thompson with the catch again.
What?
But the flag is at the 17-yard line.
And
Thompson with a great catch there.
And they just let him spike the ball?
Well, I think it was tossed down in frustration because the play was whistled dead. False start on the offense. So 5-yard penalty. It's going to make it 2nd and 15. You know, we said in Marvel early on, Coach, that the first quarter had gone by just lickety-split.
Yes.
And
boy, have we've come to a complete screeching stop here.
6:31 as Irvin and company knocking on the door here. Little pressure comes. Irvin tucks and throws the ball out of bounds. Now, Coach, that's exactly what you were talking about. Good senior play there.
Difference between a senior and a freshman.
Yep.
And that was a smart play on his part.
Yep. Saved at least a couple more yards. I mean, it's still 3rd and 15, but it would have been about 3rd and 18 or 19, so. So Ballard gets the play, and 4 wideouts. Martin in the backfield. Nope, he goes wide as well, standing behind Colley. No, maybe telling Colley something. Now Martin comes back. So see if that's anything interesting there.
Yep.
Throwing the ball up for Colley. Flags come in.
I think that might be pass interference.
It sure looks like it will be as Colley tackled to the turf before the ball ever came down. And again, good camera work by Mr. Essex upstairs.
No debate about that one.
So it was 3rd and 15. The way that these officials have done it thus far is that will end up being a...
Oh, holy.
I'll be darned.
I'll be darned
Didn't
too.
see the holding on the offense.
Nope.
We just saw the pass interference on the defense. So... offsetting penalties, and it's going to make it 3rd and 15 again. Now, interesting there, folks, just one of those things to watch was that Leandre Martin got the call from the quarterback. Most of the guys were already lined up. Martin went out and said something, stood behind Colley where the defensive back couldn't really hear him, said something to him, then came back. That's sure enough where the ball went.
Yeah.
So Irvin takes the snap. Here comes pressure, and flags come in again in the backfield. Irvin still going, and now
nice tackle.
Tackled, yes, at about the 5-yard line, but we've got 2 flags in the backfield.
I think we have holding.
Yep, I would believe so again. That was a
just think if
heck of a lick.
Yeah. Just think if Eastern hadn't made those 2 mistakes, interception and the fumble.
Yep.
And the fact that Ballard right now is self-destructing.
So a 10-yard penalty there. Now that makes it 3rd and 25. So the ball at the 31-yard line. Line to gain the 9.
At one time they were on the 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. So.
Or I said the 9, excuse me, the 6. Pardon me. So, Irvin and company again going backwards. But clock continues to tick away.
There you go. He's
Irvin
wide open.
Throwing the ball up.
Oh,
broken up at the last moment.
What a nice play.
Irvin's pass incomplete.
And we've got
Christian Powell.
Craziness going on. Powell.
Yeah, Christian Powell broke that play up really nice.
Good job there.
We're going to kick a field goal. Ballard's going to try a field goal, long field goal.
So 4th and 25.
Yeah, do we have it? Let's see.
So Colton Abbott.
Yeah.
Out of a hold by Carter Davenport, the long snapper.
No, Benji.
Oh, you're right.
Kizmansky
is the
I can pronounce that
holder.
name.
Kizminski.
Kizminski?
Yep.
Kizminski, that's right.
So Colton Abbott.
Oh, he's got plenty of leg.
Got plenty of leg.
Short. Just a
short.
yard short.
Just shorts on the field goal attempt of 48 yards. So that was certainly a long attempt. So still a 2-score game. As Eastern takes over at the 20-yard line. So now is when Ballard's defense, if they want to salt this away, really needs to step up.
Yeah.
And
let's see who Eastern puts in at quarterback.
Yeah,
now.
that is a good question.
Back.
Overstreet is coming back in.
Yeah. Wow.
As Overstreet jogs back in.
Wow, what a warrior. He
was limping pretty significantly.
He was actually carried off the field by the head coach.
Overstreet calls for it, throws down the middle,
nice.
Has a man.
Yeah, nice play. Nice catch. Mathis.
Well done by Mathis.
Ben Mathis. He's having a whale of a game tonight.
Sure is. First down.
Gain of 16 on the play. That's good. For another first down.
So after that gain of 16, ball on the 43, and Overstreet with a pretty pass there to Mathis.
That was a pretty pass. Nice, right in the seam, right in the voided area, behind the linebackers in front of the safeties.
Overstreet.
There he is again.
Cash with that catch and a nice little reach there at the end to note to gain an extra yard or so.
Gain of 7. Second down.
Say gain of 7.
Cash Lance, 6'1", 165-pound senior, all-name team.
So two throws, 2 catches, and the ball at midfield. And now some confusion for Eastern. Now they come set. Overstreet rolls, throws, and
got it.
A catch.
Yes.
That one by Barnes.
Number 3, Zion Barnes.
And that's going to move the chains.
Let's see now if Ballard cranks up the pressure a little bit.
For another first down, Eagles.
So another first down. That's 2 on the drive. And the ball in plus territory. Overstreet, a little bit of a low snap there. Stays with it, stays with it.
There you go.
Has a man.
That's it.
Barnes again.
Yeah, moving the right down the field.
That was short distance, but under duress.
Yeah. Well,
way to stay with it.
Yeah, Hudson Overstreet's coming of age here right in front of us.
And the Lance getting out of bounds, also important to stop the clock. 4:22, because that clock has become really the 12th defender.
Right, yeah.
Overstreet, here comes pressure. Oh, got away and then brought down.
Overstreet sacked on the play.
Well, and again, I think Ballard comes with some pressure.
Yep. So loss of about 3 makes it 3rd and 11. Line to gain the 35-yard line.
Well, Ballard's playing safe defense right now. Coming with a 3-man, bring a linebacker. Nope, he's backing off. Here he comes.
Overstreet, Barnes.
Oh, nice catch, but I think it was out of bounds.
I think it was out of bounds.
Yeah, nice catch, though.
Saying flag on the play. I don't see the flag. Oh, the flag on that far sideline, maybe? No, I don't see it.
No, I don't see a flag. Yeah, no, I don't.
It is on the far sideline right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Did he go past the line of scrimmage on the pass?
I would have to look at the replay again. All right, so it was a legal procedure against the Eagles. Penalty was declined, so that makes it 4th and 11. But the Eagles at this point, with 3:17 on the clock, are going to go for it. Overstreet looks, fires.
Got him.
Barnes,
he got it.
He called it in.
He did. He caught it. No, it didn't. He caught that.
Well, let's look at the replay.
Yeah, let's see what I think he caught that.
I thought so.
Yeah, it was
live. Nope. They're saying he did not. I think he did. But turnover on downs.
What does our replays look like?
Well, you slide over here and I'll show you again. It's tough to see, but we'll show you again. Ball up. I didn't see it hit the turf.
I didn't either.
But I'm not sure.
But we're not down on the field, though.
Nope.
Either, so
yeah, we aren't.
We're giving the benefit of the doubt on that.
It was kind of in the shadow underneath him, so a little tough to see. So turnover on downs. Ballard with the ball at the 46. They need 1 first down, really.
Yeah.
And they will have this salted away.
Yeah, Eastern's got 2 timeouts.
They do. You're right. Some confusion in the Eastern backfield, but run ahead there by Irvin.
Even 7, 2nd down.
Nice gain. Imagine that. All the other games we were following have gone to the final. So be watching for that Holy Smokes Barbecue scoreboard ticker coming up after the game.
Yep.
2nd and 3. Little pitch. And that one to Dalen Thompson.
Yeah.
Gets outside and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Nice run there.
Yep, good tackle. Good tackle on number 5.
Like the shoe game Mr. Thompson brings there.
Yeah, I do too.
Peach, I guess you might call those.
I don't know. They got a lime green.
Yeah,
and
there's
peach.
Yep.
And who had the yellow shoes? You got to be. I got to tell you though, you have got to be really good to wear shoes like that, because if you're not really good, you kind of stand out. There's somebody. I think Larry Irwin's got blue shoes.
Well, is it shoes or is it tape? Maybe it's the tape.
It could be the tape.
Yeah, it's tape is what it is. Yep. Pitch, Thompson. He ran into trouble, but he's still going. Comes back the other way, and then tripped up and brought down.
Yeah.
Thompson on the carry, brought down by number 15, Christian Dukes.
So 1:34 on the moving clock,
yeah.
And this one, I
think this one's in the
pretty much just about in the record book here, with Ballard to go to 4 and 5, Eastern to fall to 1 and 8, barring an absolute miracle. I know of no 12-point plays.
No,
so.
I don't either.
And Martin with a nice run there to move the chains.
Now all you need to do is take a knee.
Yep.
Just take a knee.
Nice run by Martin there late. Good work by the offensive line.
One of the favorite formations coaches have is the victory formation. Is just take a knee, have one guy deep.
Oh, nope, going to run a play. And that's Thompson for the score. Dalen Thompson with the score.
I'm not so sure there wasn't a message on that play.
Might have been. Caught me trying to go ahead and update the Holy Smokes Barbecue scoreboard ticker, but nicely done there by Thompson. Well, of course, Dalen Thompson was the young man who had the touchdown called back earlier with the penalty. So and kick is up, and kick is good. So with 18.8 seconds left, Ballard scores again. We'll show you that play one more time. The ball starting at about the 15-yard line, so 15-yard pass play. Abbott's kick, good. And 21-3.
Well, Eastern played a darn good game against. They were overmatched, I believe, but they really played a really good game. I think Coach Morton should be very proud of the way his kids performed tonight. And I think Ballard's got a really good squad. it'll be interesting to see how far they can move in the once the playoffs start.
In the 6A playoffs,
Yeah,
right.
That unfortunately, you're going to bump into a couple really good squads.
Yep. So Abbott to boot it away. And a little bit of a mishandle there by Killingsworth, but the Swiss Army knife ends up carrying it up the sideline. That Ballard Bruins tent looks closer to the sideline than it is. I thought, they're going to crash into the tent.
Yeah, it does look like it's right on.
It's a little further than
it does look that way.
So 9.9 ticks left here in this one. Again, for Ballard to improve to 4-5, and that does lock them into that second spot in the district. We'll talk about that in the post-game show. So a pitch right side and a short gain there. And if the clock does not stop, which it will not, that is the end of the ball game. Ballard 21, Eastern 3. Stay tuned for the post-game show coming up on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service. And that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Blind Select, not just blinds. Blind Select, not just blinds.
Red Bull is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by HKC Roofing. For your next roof repair or improvement, contact HKC at 502-212-1081 or visit roofyourhouse.com. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed.
as the Ballard Bruins emerge victorious here in this district competition at Eastern High School, 21-3. We'll see if we can't throw the final district records up there. Those are with the final of Trinity over Oldham County and Ballard over the Eastern Eagles. So that means Trinity and Ballard both won. So Trinity clinches first place, and they will have home field for the first two 6A playoff rounds on November 7th and 14th. Ballard clinches second, and so they get to have home field advantage for the first round on November 7th. We talked about, just a little bit and off the air there that the Eagles, started off. They played a good game, but that one long pass play in the third period really kind of did them in.
Well, and they had two opportunities right at the end of the first half. They got down inside the 10-yard line. And threw an interception, and then in the third quarter or fourth quarter, they were down again inside the 10-yard line and had a fumble. And both of those could have been game-changing situations for them.
Yep.
One of the things we talked about in our pregame show was eliminate turnovers. Play within yourself.
Yep.
Don't let the emotions get carried away. Well, we saw that happen quite a few times. But it calmed down. Everybody got things calmed down there for a while, and nothing ugly happened, thank goodness. But Eastern played a whale of a game, I think, against a team that really had superior players.
Yep.
So Coach Morton should be very proud of the way his team played. I think they played very scrappy. They're a tough bunch of kids. They didn't give up. So he's got a lot of things to build on in the offseason. I think next week, I believe, probably be their last game. They haven't got any wins in the district. So I think their season will be over with next week. So, hey, go out and a win. That was one of the things I never liked about the Indiana playoffs is there's only 6 teams that end their season with a win.
Right.
Back in the old days, even if you weren't that good, you could always win your last game and have something to build on for the next year.
Right.
Coach Morton can win his last game and have something to build on during the offseason to get ready for next year. And I think he'll do a fine job next year. It'll be fun to come back and watch him play again.
Tonight's scoreboard presented by Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering. Tell them the man in the big white hat sent you, and we will step aside. When we come back, we will begin to get you those final stats or those scoring plays for the game, and then we've got most outstanding player yet to come here on Glycod.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you want the right agents for your real estate, choose the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, Louisville's oldest and largest real estate firm. Former University of Louisville basketball star Stephen Van Treese and his wife Laura have put their diverse and combined expertise to work in helping you buy or sell your house. Contact the Van Treese team at 502-468-1463 or visit them online at vantreeseteam.seminin.com. Semin Realtors, always one step ahead.
Red Ball Recycling is Southern Indiana's #1 recycling choice for a reason. We offer top dollar for all scrap metal. We can buy steel, copper, aluminum, brass, junk cars, and more. Call or stop by Red Ball Recycling and turn your scrap metal into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank. Building our community together.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by the Van Treese team with Semin Realtors, always one step ahead. And Lines Direct, your window decoration specialists.
It's time for our German American Bank final numbers. Our German American Bank final numbers, strengthening communities since 1910. You can reach out to them at germanamerican.com. And for our scoring plays, in the first period, no scores. Second quarter, Eastern with a 40-yard field goal by Will Gohagen, and then Ballard with a 5-yard rushing TD by Larry Irvin. Then in the third quarter, Ballard scored again on a 89-yard Irvin to Jaden Barnes pass, with Abbott's extra point making it 14-3. And then in the fourth quarter, with just 18.8 ticks left, Irvin to Dalen Thompson on a 15-yard passing TD. And that will do it for our German American Bank final numbers. Our final score, 21-3. We will step aside, come back with most outstanding players and upcoming schedule here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking and wealth management for over a century. Big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. We're lending more than money. We're lending a hand. German American Bank. Building our community together.
When you're buying or selling a new home and you want to do it with few hassles, count on Polo Real Estate Group. Founded and owned by 1993 Male High graduate Dion Reese, Polo Real Estate has over 2 decades of experience and offers skillful consultation and representation for your sale or purchase. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
1965 male graduate and basketball star George Tensley knows the value of providing quality service, and that's what you get when you dine with Tensley Family Concessions. They provide travelers with many fine choices at Louisville Muhammad Ali International Airport. Whether it's Kentucky Fried Chicken, Chili's, or Starbucks, you know your travel experience will be a more comfortable and convenient one. Learn more about our company by visiting the website tfcfamily.com.
you cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
UA Local 502 is powered by Louisville and Southern Indiana's best trained, most productive plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC service technicians. A proud community partner with over a century's worth of service, UA Local 502 members have the knowledge and experience for the project you want done, whether it's large or small. Visit lu502.com for information about the contractors who employ our members. UA Local 502. We do it right the first time.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
For surprisingly great rates and great service, call State Farm agent Mike Shelton in Louisville today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
You're tuned in to Louisville Football Friday from Glycod.
Time for tonight's Most Outstanding Players. Tonight's Most Outstanding Players brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there for Ballard, our Most Outstanding Player coach.
Larry Irvin, Ballard quarterback. 3 touchdowns, 2 touchdown passes, 1 running touchdown. And coming back from an injury-plagued season, he had an outstanding game tonight and led his team to victory.
Absolutely. And for the Eagles.
Well, I just liked his grittiness. I like the fact that he got knocked down a lot and got back up a lot. And that's Hudson Overstreet, the quarterback for Eastern also. Again, I think he's got a nice future. He throws a nice ball. He had, this is a great learning experience for him this season, and it'd be fun to watch him play next year and the years to come to see how he's improving.
Yeah, absolutely. So Hudson Overstreet for the Eastern Eagles with our Most Outstanding Player. And then it's time to look at our upcoming schedule. So the upcoming Glycod schedule presented by Van Treese team at Simonin Realtors, always one step ahead. On Thursday, the rare Thursday night game, Woodford County at Ballard. So a bit of a short week for Ballard. 7:30 p.m. The start time on that one. And then on Halloween, Friday, October 31st, Oldham County at Lafayette and Sales at Anderson County. Both those games at 7:30 p.m. Plus additional coverage to be announced. And so stay tuned for all of that. Well, Coach, you want to put a brief bow on it?
I was just going to say, you probably don't remember, but I can remember back in the good old days where in Indiana we used to finish the season on a Wednesday because Thursday and Friday were what was called Teacher Institute days. So we finished the season on a Wednesday.
Interesting.
Yes, you're talking about making a short week. That was a very, very short week.
Short week.
Yeah, so, Monday became Wednesday and Tuesday became Thursday and Wednesday became Friday.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that's going to do it for us here at Eastern High School. That's enough of that.
That's enough to ponder, right?
That's enough to ponder with cold air coming in the window. We're going to say goodnight from Eastern High School, where Ballard emerges victorious.
Say goodnight.
21-3. We want to thank executive producer Steve Bird, for camera operators Andrew Essex and Coach Jim Kazmarek, our analyst tonight. I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying good night, God bless, and we'll see you next time on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been UA Local 502 Louisville Football Friday. UA Local 502 and the Mechanical Contractors Association of Kentucky. We do it right the first time. Tonight's game was brought to you by Red Ball Recycling, your premier metal recycling solution. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. Tinsley Family Concessions, commitment to quality. Polo Real Estate Group, a realtor you can trust. German American Bank, building our community since 1910. State Farm Insurance Agent Mike Shelton. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Anderson Sales and Service, a top choice for homeowners and lawn professionals. And by Interstate Batteries and Holy Smokes Barbecue.
Visit glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.